So guys, today I'm going to be telling you different routes with which you can migrate to Japan. Disclaimer guys, I am not an immigration consultant, I'm not a travel agent, but I'll be speaking from my experience and the experiences of different people that I have seen come down to Japan. So if you're interested in coming to Japan, migrating to Japan in 2021, 2022, or in the nearest future, then this video is definitely for you. For the purpose of this video guys, I'm going to be mentioning links, websites, apps, and everything you will need for all the routes I mentioned. So if this video is for you, you're interested in migrating to Japan, you're considering Japan, you want to spread your eggs, then you definitely need to keep watching. Chilo Talks, and I am Chilo. I'm a Nigerian currently living and studying here in Japan, and on my channel I vlog about my life as a foreign student in Japan. I do a lot of study abroad videos too, so if you're interested in any of these contents, don't forget to check my previous videos. So I just want to say thank you to all the people who just found my channel recently, and I hope you stay. I also want to say thank you to my returning subscribers. You guys have been with me from the day one, and I really appreciate it. So back to the purpose of this video guys, I'm going to be mentioning 5 different routes with which you can migrate to Japan. I know there will be other things out there, but these are the ones that I am aware of. So guys, number 1, through education. Now when I'm talking about education, I mean undergraduate, masters, PhD, and all the way up to academia, professorship, postdoc, and all that. For the undergrad, it's going to differ from course to course how long you study. Masters in Japan is 2 years, PhD in Japan is 3 years, and if you're coming with the education route, you're coming on a student visa. So now this can be divided into two. You have the self-funded route and the scholarship route. So I'm going to start with the self-funded, then wrap up with the scholarship. For self-funded guys, this definitely means that you have to look out for a professor, you have to get admission in the school, and more often than not guys, the school will work hand in hand with you, the international body, to help you with documents that you will need to process your visa, and then you come over to Japan. But this will definitely need you to do a lot of googling. You have to decide the school you want, the course, and everything. Now, fun fact about Japan that I am aware of is that most national universities in Japan actually have the same tuition fee, a flat tuition fee, I think of around 535,000 yen per session, and around 239,000 yen or 69,000 yen per semester, and this is payable by installments, so that you can pay installmentally. Another thing is that you're definitely going to prove at the embassy that since you're funding yourself, you're definitely going to prove that okay, you can cater for yourself at least for a period of time and all. But what some people do is after arrival in Japan, there are usually options of tuition waiver. Guys, first thing I want you to know that tuition waivers are not your right? You can be declined, but then yes, people put in for tuition waivers. Now there are 4 types of tuition waivers. You have the fully 100% tuition waiver, which means that all the tuition, like everything for tuition, is cleared for you. I don't think I've seen anybody on 100% tuition waiver. You have 50% tuition waiver, which means that half of your school fees is discounted. Then you have the 25% tuition waiver, which means that 1/4 is discounted for you. Which means that 1/4 is discounted for you. And then you have no tuition waiver, which means that you didn't get any tuition waiver. Now, when you are applying for tuition waiver, you don't have a right to say which one you want. It is based on the documents you submit, based on the fact that if you can prove, that you can't fund yourself, or whoever has been sponsoring you cannot fund yourself, from their discretion, like on their own discretion, they will now decide, okay, which of these tuition waivers they will decide to give you. Is it 50, 100, 25, or no tuition waiver? So you really have no say or influence on the tuition waiver you get. Another thing is depending on your professor, your department, and or some people, can lay their hands on teaching assistant jobs where you have to maybe supervise undergrad or do 1 or 2 things here, and you're paid part-time, or you're paid little for that per hour. So teaching assistantship. I think that's definitely all for self-funded. Now let's talk about scholarships. If you know this channel, well, you know I'm very passionate about scholarships. Now when you talk about scholarships in Japan, one of the biggest scholarship in Japan is MEXT Scholarship. MEXT simply means Ministry of Education, and it is the Japanese government scholarship. It's fully funded, tuition fee, your tuition fee, monthly stipend, and your flight ticket to Japan. You don't have to pay any visa fee, and so many other benefits. Number one misconception a lot of people have about MEXT scholarship is that it is only one category. Not true, guys. MEXT scholarship actually have the university recommended and the embassy recommended category. I would suggest you watch a whole video, the video I did on study in Japan MEXT scholarship. It's a whole video explaining everything MEXT. But for the purpose of this video, I will just summarize it. Now, if you're coming through the embassy recommended, it just means that the embassy is recommending you to the ministry for the scholarship. University means the university is recommending you to the ministry for scholarship. Now, from the embassy recommended, is definitely for countries that are in diplomatic ties to Japan. So let's assume you want to come through the embassy recommended route. You go through the whole process, you submit documents, you're called in for exam. If you're shortlisted, you go through oral interview and all that and all that. Now, if you're considering this route, because these two routes actually open different times of the year from the best of my knowledge. Embassy recommended category opens around April or March. University recommended most times open around maybe September, October, but depending on the university. Now, if you're considering embassy recommended category, I advise you to literally sleep on the website of the official website of the Embassy of Japan in Nigeria if you're a Nigerian, or the Embassy of Japan in your country. If possible, bookmark the website. Bookmark it such that you can always go back to it to refer it. Now, if you feel like you hardly go through your bookmarked website, or you feel like you still forget to check it, quick one, just follow the Embassy of Japan in Nigeria if you're Nigerian on Facebook. Most times they update about scholarships, they update about openings, they update about when any scholarship flags open. They are usually very prompt to announce it on their Facebook page. So you can also follow them on Facebook for for real-time updates. Then for the university recommended category, if you watch the video on MEXT scholarship, I detailedly explained it. But the major difference here is for the embassy recommended, most embassies use almost the same routes of document, exam, oral interview, and scholarship award letter. But if you're going through university, it's just like aptitude test, it's just like interview. Different universities have the different ways they want to select their candidates. The only influence MEXT have on the university category is just to tell them how many students they want from the university, the quota, the budget, and all that. But they leave them to do it themselves. So if you want to go through the university recommended category, I advise you to do three things. Number one, go to, if you have a city in mind, you have a university in mind, go and check them out on Google. Go to their official website, check the international section, check the scholarship section, check everywhere. You will definitely see things about scholarship. Number two, if you have a particular professor in mind, guys, you can mail the professor. Sometimes these professors are aware of some scholarships that don't gain so much publicity, so you never can tell. That could be your shot you're shooting. Number three is Google. Google is your friend. Just type on Google MEXT University recommended category. You get a lot of suggestions, you get a lot of hints and links and everything that you can follow up from there. So guys, now that is all for education. And like I said, for education, you're coming with the student's visa. So number two is the teachers training program, and the teachers training program is still a fully funded scholarship. Unlike the education that I said, it is both self-funded, you can come through self-funded or scholarship. The teachers training is most times fully funded. Now this is for teachers, as the name implies. If you're a teacher, you meet the criteria, then this is for you. It is currently going on. I think the deadline is actually February 12th. So if you've not checked that video, I have a whole video on teachers training scholarship already up in my channel too. Now when you're coming with a teachers training scholarship, you're coming also on students visa. This scholarship spans for 18 months too. Now, when you want, if you're considering this, maybe it is also good for you to bookmark the official website of the Embassy of Japan in Nigeria. Guys, that website is gold. That website have a lot of information that so many people are not aware of. Or you follow them on Facebook. As a matter of fact, it's because I follow them on Facebook that that as in when they posted it, I was reminded that, oh, teachers training program has actually flagged open. Now read the application guidelines very well. Questions like age limit, qualifications, experience, where should I submit my documents, you can properly read that in the application guidelines. And also there are always numbers and emails on the flyers or on the website or on the application guidelines. Guys, it is not a crime to call the number if you're confused. If you feel like, oh, I'm not around, I'm not in Abuja, I can't submit my documents, oh, I'm not sure about this, you can put a call, you can call them, you can send an email. They will most likely reply you. So guys, that is that for the teachers training program, which is number 2. And like I said, it is currently ongoing. If you're interested in this, check my previous video. I will link all these videos in the description box below. You can check that video and follow it up from there, and then check the website, check the Facebook page, and you will definitely see more. So guys, number 3 is through the language school. Now, language school too is just like you saying that, oh, I want to come to Japan to learn Japanese language. Like, you know, guys, the official language in Japan is the Japanese language. So now this is you saying that, oh, I want to come to Japan, I want to learn intensive Japanese, like I want to be rapping Japanese. That what happens is you come over, you take an intensive Japanese language course. This is usually for 12 months, that is 1 year, right? Now for this one, most times more people I have seen on this is actually self-funded. I don't think I have seen someone on scholarship for this. Now how do you find this? Google. You can Google, oh, language programs, language courses in Japan. Google, it will direct you to so many schools. You have to streamline to what your budget is. You have to streamline to maybe the cities you have in mind. That's one, Google. Number 2 is the website again. Guys, that website sometimes also have language schools. It also have exchange programs, and some of them sometimes could be funded. So you definitely want to make use of that official website every time. So now when you're coming with the language school program, you're also coming with a student's visa. So now let's talk about student visa. The student visa, you are actually eligible to have 28 hours per week part-time work. Like you can work 28 hours per week, but this also depends on your schedule. It depends on your lab, your professor, your appointments and everything. Some people never make use of it, some always makes use of it. But yes, there's actually that stamp that you can work 28 hours per week in Japan as a student. So that comes with your student's visa. So guys, that is all for language school program, which is number 3. Now number 4, let's talk about number 4. Number 4 is coming through jobs. Yes, you can get a job directly from Nigeria, you can get a job directly from wherever you are and come over to Japan. Now this one definitely is you coming on work visa. The other ones is student visa, this is work visa. So I can't really put a time frame to say, oh, this is how long the work visa lasts, because this would depend on the contract you have with your employer. It varies from person to person, from job to job, from employer to employer. Now if you're interested in these routes, guys, I advise you to optimize your LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one app that so many people underuse, so many people underrate. There are so many people getting jobs on LinkedIn. So number 1 app or website I'm going to suggest for this one is LinkedIn. Number 2 is Indeed. Indeed, you can also try to be active. Check out Indeed. They always talk about job offers there too. But if you want to be very specific to Japan, a website I would suggest to you is Gaijin Port. I'll put it on the screen. Gaijin Port. Now Gaijin in Japan means foreigner, so it's like foreigner port. So Gaijin Port is a website that hosts a lot of job openings that foreigners from outside Japan can take. Now here's the thing, when you open the website, you're definitely going to see a lot of industries. You see engineering, you see ICT, you see IT and all that. But most times the higher opening is usually in the educational sector, which is teaching. Like Japan's native language is not English, but they are always open to English teachers. So most people I know on these gaijin, like people who got job from gaijin, most of them came through teaching. But then again, when I checked the website, you will definitely still see like maybe 3 openings on ICT. So but all in all, what I'm just trying to say is check gaijin ports. Check gaijin port. If you're coming through, if you want to be a teacher and you want to come over, you definitely have to take TEF, which is the Teaching English as a Foreign Language certification, which shows that you're qualified to teach English as a foreign language. But then again, check the website and follow it up from there. So like I said, you come in with work visa for this one. So that's that for number 4. Now let's talk about number 5. Guys, number 5 is coming through family. Family here includes spouse, sibling, anybody that you know here that is in Japan. Definitely you can come through the person. Now for this one, you're coming with a dependent visa. So for you to be coming with a dependent visa, it means the person you're coming with at least should be to a certain level independent, because this person is going to send you like a COE, certificate of eligibility, from Japan's immigration here to you down in Nigeria, wherever you are, telling you that, telling them that, okay, I'm qualified for someone to be dependent on me. I'm qualified for this person to come over and all that. Now, for the dependent visa, you still have the 28 hours per week working hours for part-time job and all that. So guys, this is definitely 5 routes. As a wrap-up and a summary, I mentioned 5 different routes and different websites and links you can use. Number 1 was education, which is self-funded, and the scholarship. For self-funded, you definitely want to be looking out for for national universities, because of the flat tuition fee they have. Now for scholarships, which I will beg you to try scholarships more than trying self-funded. For scholarships, definitely will be the MEXT and the MEXT Scholarship, which is usually the university recommended and the embassy recommended category. For everything MEXT, I would link the video in the description box below for you to definitely understand every single thing MEXT. Now for self-funded, I said you're going to do a lot of googling. You have to find out the school you want and follow it up from there and other. Now for scholarships, I said if you're interested in embassy recommended, you should bookmark the official website of Japan in Nigeria, or you follow them on Facebook for real-time updates. And then, or if you're interested in university recommended, I said you have to check out the school's official website for their own scholarship, or you use Google, or you send a professor an email. So that was for education. And you're coming with student visa, and you have the 28 hours per week part-time work. But 2 guys I mentioned was the teachers training program. Now for the teachers training program, is fully funded. It's actually a MEXT scholarship too. It lasts for 18 months, and you're also coming with the student's visa. This one too, I said you should also follow the official websites of Japan in Nigeria, and you should also follow them on Facebook. Now number 3 I mentioned was through the language school program. Language school is you learning language, and it lasts for 12 months. You're also coming with student visa, and everything student visa is 28 hours per week part-time work permit. And for this one, I said Google, and I also said follow the official website and the Facebook in case of real-time updates. Number 4 I mentioned was through jobs. You're coming with a work visa. It's a full-time work, right? And I suggested you follow Gaijin Ports. You check out Gaijin Ports website for updates and jobs, and see the one that you are interested in or you are qualified to apply for. Number 5 I said coming through a family, which is someone that is here, spouse, sibling, mother, father, some kind of relationship, right? And the person has to be relatively independent for you to be dependent, because you are coming in with a dependent visa, but you still have the 28 hours part-time work permit. So guys, just as an add-on, because I'm very passionate about studying abroad for free, studying abroad on scholarships, if you're interested in any other country, check my previous video. You can check my playlist on study abroad. I have study abroad in Australia, for free, in America, in so many countries. So if you're really interested in pursuing a scholarship, you're on the right channel. And then if you're also just interested in Japan, you're on the right channel. So you can also check about my playlist about life in Japan, things to know about Japan, MEXT Scholarship, real-time updates about Japan too. So guys, this is all about the 5 routes I know you can use to migrate to Japan if you are interested. I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video will help you, and I'm going to link all the videos, all the websites as much as I can in the description box below. Guys, I would suggest that you do a lot of, like, you put your heart and soul to this, because you will need to do a lot of work, right? Also, I was on an Instagram live with a Waka Waka doctor. Some of you may know him, and some of you were really interested in watching the live video, but you could not make it for some reason. So I'm also going to link, he has uploaded it to his YouTube channel, and he has uploaded it to his Instagram. So I'm also going to put a direct link to the video. The video was very detailed and all that in the description box below. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope you will be able to implement a thing or two, and see you in Japan when you come, right? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, share. You will do me a lot of favor by sharing this video. Share and subscribe. See you next time on Chilo Talks. Bye for now.